Hey guys, I apologize for the long delay in updates. I've been recovering from the tedious process of salvaging that footage from the previous video, as well as trying to find a job and dealing with summer school, and on top of all that, trying to figure out any leads that I can find for Mary Asher and whatnot. Thanks to all of you guys who have stuck with me for this long. I really appreciate you caring about me and this fucked up situation I'm in. So I've been getting these emails and messages from you guys asking me why it's been so quiet since November 11th. Well, guess what? It hasn't. I'm making this update video now because even though it's been quiet on this YouTube account since then, if you followed my other accounts, it's anything but. You'd know that there's been a good deal of shit happening, and I've gotten many requests to explain what's been going on from viewers, so I was just going to take this time and sit down and let all of you know what's been going on these past few months. Let's start on November 5th. That's a day after I got back home after the events of Halloween Hotel. Because my birthday on the 11th was less than a week away, and knowing that the Observer had something planned for me then, I went out and bought a 9mm handgun from a pawn shop. I chose not to tweet about it. I didn't want them knowing that I had it. And I waited at my house, sleeplessly, until the 10th, and on the night of the 10th, all hell broke loose. I was attacked and fled back to the hotel, where I was taken and woke up about a week later with little memory of what had happened. Luckily, my camera was recording most of it, and I captured more or less what had happened on tape. The first part of the footage was so heavily distorted that it took me till May to recover it fully. The second part of the footage was salvageable enough to be uploaded earlier, so I posted it first. During the time that I was missing from November 11th to the 18th, the Observer had taken control of my accounts and fucked around a bit. He posted a bunch of messed up tweets, photos, and happy birthday video. Also, against my wishes, he posted the crime scene photo of Milo to the public as a reward to his shitty riddle that he put on Twitter. Now, I didn't want it getting out in respect of Milo's memory, but since it's already out there, there's no use in hiding it any longer. But I don't blame my viewers for giving into it, because I know you guys didn't know what he was going to post, and I would have done the same for answers. So, don't feel guilty about that. I would have done the same. When I drove back to my house, after waking up in the hotel on the 18th, I discovered that my 9mm pistol was missing, and there were 2 bullet holes in the wall at the back of my hallway. At the time, I didn't remember jack shit, and since I had yet to recover the first part of the footage, I didn't know how the bullet holes had gotten there, so I freaked out a little bit. And I know now that the holes were the result of me shooting at the tall man, the Grossman, or whatever the fuck you want to call him. Assuming that I'm not a terrible shot, I think I hit the thing twice. I really hope I did. Anyway, as time went on, I began remembering more and more of what I'd forgotten. When I was in the hotel, someone opened the door right before I was taken, and all I can really remember is the silhouette of a figure with pinhole eyes and a thin smile, which is what showed up on the tape. Now, I'm pretty sure that this figure is the Firebrand character that the Observer keeps talking about, and other than that, I know nothing of what happened to me during that period. Then, on Valentine's Day, I decided to host a live stream. A quarter way through the stream, the Observer posts a picture to my TwitPics on Twitter. It depicted a recurring dream that I was having that I had actually drawn and uploaded over a year ago. So I decided to talk with him back and forth via Twitter, and you can see the whole conversation by going on my Twitter and scrolling back to February 14th. But among other questions, I began asking who the members of the collective were, and he responded accordingly with more photos. After that, my mom called me, said that John Fletcher was found dead. If you don't remember who he was Milo's stepdad, who I had called and talked to back in January of 2011. They didn't rule out murder, and they think it was Mary Asher who killed him because of some grudges that they had. I don't know. And after that, Sarah, the girl I stayed over with for Thanksgiving, called. She told me that Kat, the girl who was with us, was found dead too, and she pretty much accused me of being the murderer somehow, even though it's impossible, because these goggles that I wore in the nature trail video were the same ones that Kat was wearing on Thanksgiving. But she's wrong, because even though they were Kat's, I found them in my bag after I left. She must have misplaced them there, and I was nowhere near the area. I was in fucking class. I have a solid alibi. It checks out, so I'm safe. I only wore them because I thought they were cool, and why waste them? I mean, and the bloody shit that happened on Thanksgiving was a long while prior to her death. It couldn't have been me. It's fucking impossible. Okay? Then Sarah said that she'd been seeing this tall man too, and hung up on me. Then, because all that heavy shit gave me a migraine, I took to Excedrin. Turns out, the pills I took were not Excedrin, they were drugged. Obviously by you-know-who, and I was almost taken again. I woke up the next day fine, feeling really achy and shitty, but guess they decided to spare me. Whatever. A bit later, at the beginning of March, Sarah's Twitter was hacked, and I don't know what happened to her. Now, here are the newest updates. After I uploaded the Mary Asher phone call video, I took it on my part to do some research and called up Sarah's local newspaper on a hunch. And they found her name in the obituary. Said she'd killed herself. Multiple stab wounds. Self-inflicted was written, apparently. Kat and her are both dead now. My alibis have been cleared out, so I'm fine. But I know they'd still be alive if it had not been me visiting. But there's one more thing. A lighter note, I've been recently talking to several independent investigators over the past few months, and one of them, who goes by the name of Sam, sends me this message. Says that he has an old manifest from some fucking obscure organization with Mary Asher's name on it. And he wants me to come over so we can talk in person about it. And I trust the guy. He's been helping me a lot out lately. But he's one of those paranoid conspiracy kind of guys, so doesn't want to send me any of the info over the internet. And I can understand that coming from his position. But I think my next plan of action is pretty clear. I'm going to visit this Sam guy, and hopefully he can point me in the right direction. Because I have zero leads on Mary, and I feel pretty confident about this manifest. I think this is a really good idea, and I just got a good feeling about it. The guy lives pretty nearby, so I'm probably going to see him in the next few days. So I think that's it for updates. Now, I want to say something. Most of my videos, the ones uploaded by me, I've not allowed comments. I chose to do that because this channel is really meant for documentation purposes only, and I don't want any spammy comment clutter on it. However, on this video, I am going to allow comments, so anyone who cares can give me some advice or information or whatever, so there you go. If you want to do it, have at it. But once again, just big thanks to all my followers for all the help I received and sticking through with me through all of this same bullshit I've had to endure. I really appreciate it. So, yeah. Hopefully, I can get more answers from this. If not, I'll keep on looking till I do. As usual, if I manage to get any info, I'll upload my findings on here, or let you guys on Twitter or whatnot, so. Till then, no, out.